Hello to everybody out there in YouTube land and this blogosphere. It's G-Funk1127 with NC Aquaponics here to get you a little update on the system, what's going on in the garden, and all my other happenings. I have, without fail, my siphon kicking in here. Say hey to the fish. We'll look up here at my strawberry plants. Got some nice strawberries coming in. They don't get as much sunlight because they're underneath the porch, but we'll fix that. I had one die, so I decided I'd go ahead and put in a basil plant instead and see what it does. Swirl filter. Yeah, so over the past couple of weeks I had to paint it when I got back because there was so much algae in here that it was probably this green anyways. So I decided to go ahead and paint it, and it now is doing just fine. You can see all the solids at the bottom there. I have turned on my LED light just to help so you can see how clear it is to the bottom of this. And it was not really ever this clear without that swirl filter, and that's just the amazing part. All of the brim and goldfish are doing fine. I still haven't made it to the Asian market because I want to try to get one of their smaller tilapia they have live there to bring back one or two of those. When we take a look in here at the aquaponics system here, and the broccoli plant is not doing as well. It's got some funky stuff going on here with the leaf, and you know, I just guessing there's a deficiency for the plant. Now all my other plants, like this romaine lettuce, my head lettuce, although it's looking a bit leggy, but it's still lettuce, it's still growing well. You know, the celery is still growing well. I put this basil in here. It was looking sick, and it's now dark green. One weird thing is this cabbage right here, and it's really odd colored leaves. It's like dark and then light in spaces, but I mean, it seems to be growing. My chive plant, you know, has decided to go ahead and, you know, come back after I've cut it and froze some of the chives. I knocked my LED light off. Sorry, wonky angle for you guys viewing. You know, the bok choy back here is still doing okay. I think it's starting to bolt on me too. There's some flowers growing on it. But other than that, you know, that system, I'm just really happy with what's going on for what I'm able to do. My little tomatoes and my sweet 100s here going well. Say hey to my dog. Hey Luna. Alright, out here. Alright, so I got my mint. Got everything else. This tomato plant's going good, carrots probably shouldn't be in that. Probably should be actually in the ground. But let's come over here first. These things, you know, this is romaine, and it really ought to not be in this. It probably ought to be in the ground. Here's my strawberry plants. Can't wait for these bad boys to go ahead and just get red so I can have some. Onto my containers. I went out and I bought some more cages, tomato cages, because, you know, it's starting to grow. Got some fruit on it. I had to get a big heavy cage for that one because I got high hopes of it growing fairly large. Excuse me. My potato buckets, they're still doing very well. Now these husky cherry reds, I don't know if you guys remember me showing these to you. A couple weeks ago we just had a couple here, but now we've got more there I've got some fruit action going there, some flowers, and small baby fruit action going on up here. So hopefully this thing will just grow and grow and grow, and I'll have some yum yum tomatoes to eat. Over here in the raised garden. Urgh, stupid weeds. Alright, throw those over there away from everything. We have squash, as you can see, and yeah, they're a lot close together, so when I go out and get buckets, I gotta get a bucket and, you know, thin some out. My tomato trees back here, they're growing fairly well. I got some flowers over here. I'm actually going to have some squash coming up here. I just wanted to point that out and rub it in a little bit. Got some more stuff coming there. Wee little plant right there. That's one little tiny Jericho lettuce because my other ones I didn't really pull out in enough time. I got married, went away for a couple weeks, and just kind of let that one fall sad. So I have to replant them again. My fault, but I'll take care of it. Bought more cages, so I caged it in all three of my sweet red bell pepper plants. I'll just string some string from here to there just to cage that one in. I added some more basil plants into the ground. I asked my neighbor to come here and eat all the salad she wanted to, and she did. But as you can see, between the butter crunch and the romaine, I still have some salad eating to do and picking to do. My bok choy, though it's getting eaten alive by whatever insect, is still growing, which is pretty awesome. Just wish I knew what I could do to fix that. Onions are looking kind of feeble. Radishes are getting the crap eat out of them. You know, my two broccoli plants, put cages on them. Had to. This one fell over, wind or whatever, and then started to grow up. So I'm helping it grow up. Celery in the back looking good, and my carrots down here I need to let grow. We pulled one up, thought it was big enough. It was like a little stubby one. It was delicious, but still too small to be a carrot. Didn't like that. So that's what I got going on. Oh, no. Let me not forget one thing from Mr. LarryHall up in Minnesota with your rain gutter self-watering system. I am going to attempt to do your system, except for I'm going to have to switch it up a little bit. I got the 10-foot of that, and I'm only doing the 8-foot of the 2x4 to, help it grow. And it's going to go right along here so it gets the maximum amount. And I think I got room in here for two of them. I don't, think my prettier, hotter half will have a problem with me growing more stuff. I hope. But, I got my parts on order. They'll come in. I'll finish it. Then I'll update the post on that. So, from North Carolina, G-Funk1127. All my friends call me GW. The NC Aquaponics thing is just something I like to use. I'll see everybody on the next one.